Hey everyone, this is Andy from GizChina, and today we're going to look at the THL 2015. This is the all-new flagship phone from THL, and it runs the same octa-core MT6752 64-bit processor as the Jiayu S3 and also the iOcean Rock. However, this is a 5-inch phone, whereas the other phones are 5.5. So this is the box that the 2015 comes in. THL smartphone written at the top. No specifications details on this sleeve, just pull that out. And if you look at the back of the box, we've got a few details on here. It says we've got an octa-core 1.7 GHz processor. Dimensions are 144.6 by 71.6 by 7.5 millimeters. It has 2G, 3G, 4G FDD LTE on here, 5-inch Full HD display, 8 megapixel front camera, 13 megapixel rear camera. We're running Android 4.4 KitKat on this phone, but the chipset in here and obviously the RAM and everything should be good for Lollipop if THL release an upgrade. Okay, if we open up the box, you can see the THL 2015 for the first time, all black front of the phone. We've got these capacitive buttons along the front as well. There's the 8 megapixel front camera. We'll have a good look at that in a moment. We'll see what else is inside the box. Inside here we've got a screen protector. Now this is a spare screen protector. There's one already applied to the phone, but there's an extra one there. We've got an English manual here, quick start guide. Just goes through a few of the features of Android if you're not sure how to use an Android phone. And underneath here we've got a USB data cable, we've got a EU charger, and we've also got a set of earbuds. Now usually we don't look at the earbuds too much on the phones from China because they tend to be pretty cheap and nasty, but these earbuds look pretty good on the THL 2015. We've got an aluminium body to them, got a nice silicone head which should give a really good fit when you put them in. It's got a little remote control on there. We'll see how good they are in the review. The only thing that I can say for now is that the wire looks a little bit thin, perhaps easy to break, but we'll see just how good they are in the full review. Okay, so if we take a look at the phone itself, here it is. This is the THL 2015 5-inch Full HD display. It's really rare to see a 5-inch phone with the 64-bit MT6572 processor, and if you are looking for a smaller device, this might be the only one you can go for a while at least anyway. So, as already mentioned, you got this 5-inch display, 8 megapixel camera, we've got capacitive buttons along the chin, and once I turn the screen on, you'll see that the bezels on the phone, they're quite wide, although the overall size of the phone is much more compact than a 5.5-inch phone. On the rear, we've got this, it looks like metal, and it actually also feels like metal. It's nice, it's cold to the touch. It's actually a plastic body. We've got this nice THL logo there. 30 megapixel rear camera, single LED flash, and this fingerprint scanner. And this is not a touch fingerprint scanner that we've seen on Elaphones or even the Meizu, but instead it's just a swipe fingerprint scanner. I haven't set it up yet, but I will for the full review. Got an external speaker grill there. And this cover does come off, I'll show you that in a moment. Around the edges of the phone, this is a metal chassis around here. It's a black satin finish. You can actually feel, it feels really solid in your hand. Nice premium feel to this metal chassis around the edge. Looking at the actual chassis design, it's very similar to the Vivo X-Shot. It's got the same sort of curve to it. We've got these little bands that split the metal chassis up as well, similar to Vivo designs as well. So it looks quite neat. Looks quite premium. Right hand side, we've got a volume button and also a power button and a volume rocker there. Good location for your thumb or your index finger if you're left-handed. If we take the rear off of the phone, we should be able to just peel this off. You can see on the inside we've got space for dual SD card. There's also room for a dual SIM card and micro SD card as well. We've got a single speaker, although the grill does look like it's covering the whole back of the phone. It's only one single speaker. And this is a 2700 mAh battery. Now that might be a little bit small compared to some of the other phones that we've seen, but considering it's a 5-inch phone, it might be okay. Let's pop that back on. Before I turn it on, let's have a look at the size comparison. If I just bring in, for example, the Jiayu S3, basically the specifications of this Jiayu S3 and the THL 2015 are pretty much identical, except the screen size, 5-inch, 5.5-inch. Both of these phones have got 2 GB of RAM. Both have got the same 64-bit MT6572 processor. Get 30 megapixel cameras on the rear. The only difference from the specifications on the rear of the phone are the dual LED flash and lack of fingerprint scanner on the GRU, and the fingerprint scanner and single LED flash on the THL. You can see similar size comparison there with the iOcean as well. So the THL is a much more compact phone, so if you are looking for a smaller device with high-end MediaTek specifications, this could be the one for you. So just unlock the screen, and we've got this customized Android 4.4 ROM. I'm just going to turn the screen brightness down a little bit. There we go. So you've got this Android 4.4 KitKat ROM. We've got an app drawer, which is nice. Some other apps, some other Android ROMs don't have the app drawer anymore. We've got Google Play support built into the phone, which is a nice feature too. We don't need to install it ourselves. Let's take a look at this 30 megapixel rear camera. Let's bring in the GRU S3 again, take a quick photo of that. So just turn the flash off. So taking photos is pretty quick, it's not the fastest in the world, but as you can see, as I'm flicking through different applications, flicking from screen to screen, opening different apps up, you can see that it's a really nippy little phone. It's not lagging at all, going from one thing to the other. Have a look in the settings to see what we've got in here. I do believe that this has Hot Knot on here, which is similar to NFC, but I will have to confirm that for the full review. Going to the About the Phone, you can see Android 4.4.4. and it's the THL 2015. Languages on the phone, let me just go back again, sorry. Should have all your standard languages on here as well. There we go. Yep, all your languages in there, everything you can imagine. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you should be able to use this, no problem. And you can also see that these buttons do light up, they are backlit. Alright, so that's the THL 2015. First impressions are actually better than I thought. When I first saw the pictures of the THL 2015, I did find it a little bit ugly, but now I've got it in my hand and felt it. It actually feels pretty good in the hand. It's nice to have a smaller phone to choose from, and like all the MT6572 phones I've tried so far, I'm really impressed with just how fast things are. Opening up the camera, going back, opening up the app drawer, so that's already in there. So you can see that everything's really, really nippy. There's no lags. Quite a smart little phone. So as usual, what I'm going to do, I'm getting backed up here with reviews, but what I'll do a full review, but in a few days I will put up full benchmarks of this and hopefully also a camera test to see how that 30 megapixel camera is. Okay, so that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it and see you all soon. Goodbye.